Hi, this is Nicole with Creative Cottage and Company. Today I am here to show you our wonderful web marketing kits. These are awesome ways to get you started on Facebook, your email, Twitter. They're very easy to customize. I'm going to kind of go over today and show you how they work. This is our new Heavenly collection, and as you can see, they come with an email header, your contact info for the footer of your emails. Comes with a Facebook timeline, and then a cropped size for you to put your logo or photo, anything you want on Facebook. Facebook tab buttons. And then it also has some social media icons that you can use on your blog or anything that you need those for. And then additionally, it has a wonderful new Facebook tab page design that you can customize this however you like. You can make a contact page out of it, link it to your current blog or website, just kind of help with the integration of your Facebook page with the other elements you already have up. And lastly, we have a Twitter background. All right. So the first thing I'm going to show you today is when you get your order, you'll have the templates in a folder, and then you'll also have a couple of helpful PDFs to get started. First thing you'll want to do is install the fonts. The fonts are not provided within the file, but they're download links right here to show you exactly what fonts are used in this entire collection. So once you install these to your computer, you'll be able to just open the templates, and your Photoshop or Photoshop Elements will find it, and it'll just be ready to go. So once you install those, you can go into your templates folder, and first we'll take a look at the email header. This one's really simple. All you'd need to do is change your text. So let's say your business name is Baby Bell. All I did was double click this T here, and I'm going to go up to the top here and click the check mark. Photoshop Elements is very similar. You'll have a little check mark somewhere, and then you change your business type. Okay. And then if you wanted to, you can change the colors to these two. This one has a hue color changing layer. You just double click on that and a little box will pop up. And from here you can click the colorize and then drag the hue button to anything you want to be. So say you want to do like a pretty cream color. If you want it to be darker than it is, you can slide the lightness down to be a little bit darker here, and the saturation either makes it more of a gray all the way to gray or super saturated. That's just one type of our color changing layers. We have a couple different kinds. Okay, so once you're finished with what you like, you simply go to File, Save As, and then make sure you have a folder that you know where you're going to put this so it doesn't get lost. And then just save it as a JPEG. That's good. And I'm not going to save it to that because I don't need it. But once you do that, you can go on ahead. I have some instructions also included with these templates about how to use them and whatnot. As far as the email, how to use the Facebook timeline if you've never installed a Facebook timeline, how to set up your pages. There's some helpful tips on how to do that. So lastly, I want to show you how to edit your Facebook page template. This is done in two parts. The graphic aspect of it will be done in your either Photoshop or Photoshop Elements, whichever you use. And the secondary part you'll need to set up is an application with your business Facebook page. I recommend Grow Social. They've just been awesome, really easy for me to use. You don't have to worry about any coding or awkwardness. You can simply just even put the background graphic in there and add your own text and photos and all that through Grow Social's little program. It's called Customizer. So let me show you real quick. This is Grow Social. It is they do have a monthly subscription. It's definitely worth it in my opinion because you can manage your Twitter and your Facebook all through one. It has this launch pad. You can create new Facebook tabs if you have photography and a boutique or some type of hobby thing. You can actually manage all of your Facebook business pages through this one app. An example of that, I have Creative Cottage and Conquest Books. I can make tab pages for that. I can make posts really easily. So if I want to make a Twitter post an update, I can do it either type one message in here and then it posts it to both my Facebook and Twitter because really am terrible about going to all the different sites and posting all of that. It can really be cumbersome. So it's just really convenient to manage all in one. Sometimes they have sales on their subscriptions, but I think the base starts at $20 a month, which if you don't have a website, I would definitely set up a Facebook at the $20 a month rate with Grow Social. First, because there's so many people on Facebook, and that's how you get your interaction. That's just my personal opinion. There's also other applications that are free. Trying to think off the top of my head, I think there's a PageMoo. I haven't used them before. I haven't used anyone but the Grow Social, but some of those are free, but they're they require some coding, a little bit more stickier when you try to go and put your page tabs in there. So if you have some time to dabble around, you can definitely look into those if that's more cost effective for you. But today I'm going to show you, we're going to do this page. I'm going to first go to create a Facebook tab. You can see you can also make your cover here. You can put your Twitter background and then that's where you manage your content. So to make a page, you click on the Facebook tabs, create a new tab, and then they have a few set up for you already. You can make a contact us page, or I like to just do blank canvas because they have so many options. I like just building from the bottom up, and it's super, super easy. I'm going to click on blank Facebook tabs, edit this theme. Okay, and now it's ready to go. We're going to go in and design our Facebook page from our template. Pull this up here. Okay, Facebook page layout. Alright, I'm going to show you a couple tips on how to use the Facebook page template. This is, it serves its purpose as a graphic. You're going to upload this to the customizer, which we'll do after this. First, you can place your logo. If you have one already, you can just hide these text layers here by clicking the eye. Or if you don't, you can use these text layers to make your own. Double click on the T is how you do that. And then once you have all your text customized, when you want to add your photos, that's really easy to do. All you do is click, each one's marked with a yellow layer here, and it says place photo here. If you're ever in doubt which one you're placing, you can click the mask below it and hide that, and it'll show you which one you're about to place. So once you've clicked on the Place Photo Here layer, you go up to File, Place, and then you select your photo, and then you can see that it keeps it within this box. I'm going to do that for this one as well. One thing that is really important while you are using that drag and resize tool, as I mentioned in my photo tutorials, there's a tutorial for text, a tutorial for color, and a tutorial for adding photos. If you're in Photoshop Elements, there's a constrain proportion button that you should have checked, and that will keep you from distorting your photos as you're resizing them. In Big Photoshop, if you're using that, CS5 or any of those, you hold your shift key down while those little handlebars are around your photo. If you have any questions or you want to watch that tutorial, that's under our adding photos to your template tutorial. Okay, so that's all the photos I want to add here. I could continue to place more photos in these if I had more that I felt were worth placing in here, but for now I'm going to show you a trick. I want to make these buttons, and when we go into Customizer, I want to make them link to different parts of maybe blog, contact, whichever. And let's say I want to make those blue. I'm going to come over here to my eyedropper tool and come onto the template. I'm going to select a blue color, and then from there you can see this blue color gets added to my color swatches. I can come in here and let's make it a little bit darker so some text will show up. Drag it to the color you want, click OK, and then you're going to come over to your paint bucket tool. And now we're going to make those buttons. So let's make sure I'm starting here. That's the middle, starting with the left one here. Click the Place Photo Here, and then go over to that box and fill it with color. I'm going to do that with each one. And now I've made them buttons. You don't have to have photos in each. And you could use the text tool and place your text, but you can do that in Customizer, so it will save you some time. But if you don't have Customizer, clicking your text tool can say, that's actually the same color, so let's make it white so it will show up. And if it's not showing up, you might need to put it above all your layers here because they might be kind of hidden. Okay, I'm going to double click on this text tool again to enlarge it. Okay, so you can continue to do that for each button. Once you have everything how you want it, you go to File, Save As, and then you're going to click a JPEG and save that to a folder which you can open in Customizer, and it will save this as a flattened graphic. So I'm going to take this off so I can add my own text through Customizer. JPEG, save. Okay, so now it's ready to add that. Another thing you can do as well is to just use this background itself. Turn off the photos. And now you have a little blank box you can put text in. So I'm going to save it like this too. Save that as a JPEG. Okay, and now you're ready to go. You can do that with multiple things. You can even take this background off, build it up how you want. Customizer gives you a lot of options, so you don't need to have all of that filled out. Now we're going to come over in here and you go to Image, Upload an image. Okay, so I'm going to add that. First, let's do the first one we made with our buttons. It's uploading it here, and then it's going to show me. And then you go to Apply Canvas, and as you can see, it's already the size, the maximum size it needs to be. I'm going to kind of drag it up a little bit and center it. And if you want, you could link the whole image, but we're not going to do that today. And just click anywhere outside of it, and then it's ready to go. I'm going to add a text for my buttons. Let's say this one is blog, and it's up here. You have to kind of look around. It places it in different spots. Okay, going to center that. Choose a large font size. And a nicer looking font here. Let's go with Georgia for now. And I can even change the text color. I'm going to make this white, even bigger. Okay. And then you can use these handlebars to make sure it doesn't spill over to any other little area. And do that. And then I'm going to go back and do the same here for each button. Okay. Now that we have this in here, we're ready to add our buttons. You can go to Box. And then this is what will allow you to apply your link. If you want to do it over an area that you don't need this box, you just set the opacity of this down to 0. Alright, I'm going to drag anything within this area of this box they'll be able to click on for a link. So let's say you want to link your blog now. Simply open up that page. Simply open the area you want to link. So let's say you want to link a contact page, or maybe a contact page off of your website. Go to the page so you're viewing it in your browser, and then go up to the URL and get the address up here. And you can do Control-C if you have, I think, both Mac and Windows. And then go over to your Grow Social and insert that as the link. Alright, and then you continue to do that for each one. Go to Box, set its opacity to 0, drag it down to where you want it to go, and then find your link and put your link in for each one. You can even link your little photos here. You can link this area to your main site. It's really user-friendly with how you do that. And once you're finished, you can go to the top here. It's going to show you the dimensions. You can make this a like to reveal, and this is before. And if you want to see the after, you'd build a new one. You can also copy these elements. Oh, here it is. Once you click on it, you can send that to the reveal. It's asking me if I want to duplicate that to the after they like my page. So now you can see that's here too. That's another way to kind of easily copy your stuff over. I'm going to go ahead and save this. Change the tab's name to Welcome. And then once you're ready, you can go ahead and publish this to your fan page. Okay, it's published it to our page. This is one problem you may run into. It doesn't look like what you just published. That's because you're viewing it since you like your page. If you don't have anything placed over on the like to reveal and you have that option selected, you might just see a blank page here. Before I showed you how to transfer that background over for the like to reveal with that one option. That's why we see this without our buttons. So quickly to fix that, you just go over and make sure your before and after the before, you transfer over all of your little layers here. And those are the buttons. Those are staying in front of the text. I'm going to move it up real quick so I can access my text. Otherwise it thinks that it's blocking it. Oh, see, that one is just fine. Slide your link area back down. Okay, then click Save, and then Publish Saved Changes to Fan Page. And it did it. So now I'm going to come back over here, and I'm pressing F5 to refresh. Okay, and there it is. It updated that because this is what I see when I like my page. The other one we have before is what people will see before they like it. So it's kind of useful. You can have, if people haven't joined up, you can put a little join us for news and updates, whatever you like. And then when they do like you, they don't have to see that. They can see welcome, value fan, and more personalized links. But as you can see here, this is all set up and ready to go. The other thing that you can do with that other part we saved, say you want to start from a blank canvas and you want to create different pages down. This is just our welcome page. Go back to your dashboard and you can create a new tab. Going to the blank canvas here again, edit this theme, and now we're going to upload that blank page so I can make whatever I want now. Okay, once it shows up the image you want here, click Apply to Canvas, then kind of drag it in where you want. And now I can simply use these widgets. There's a whole bunch of wonderful options with this. You can insert images that you want in here, a slideshow, which allows you to do all different types of wonderful effects, sliding, fading, transition speed. You can add different images. Don't want that one for now though. Buttons to link. You can add a social media, a share button, send, like box, a place for them to add comments, follow you on Twitter, your Twitter feed itself if you want that displayed in here for like some type of news and updates, YouTube video channel, all this wonderful stuff you can see. Pinterest, Instagram. You can host promotions and contests through this. You can also set up a form and email, survey, MailChimp, and then for e-commerce, you can insert products. You can have a little product page or maybe like your newest section, bestsellers, and then utilities. If you have HTML code to place in, you want to create links, iframe, a download file option. As you can see, it's a lot for your money. It really is worth it because fans really like to interact on Facebook, and oftentimes they're on Facebook all the time and they don't want to leave Facebook. They're willing to look around on your Facebook page longer than they are on your website. So since I have this blank page here, I just want to add some type of information about my little boutique here, and maybe a little contact form for them to contact me. So I'm going to enlarge this box to where I want the text to go. as you can see, I've just made a simple page here with the contact form. You can really do a whole lot with this program. Build up anything you can dream of, and really use your Facebook page as a website.